everybody, Dodger here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and today I think I'm going to escape this cave system somehow, maybe, if I remember any reasonable way how to get out of here. What I'd really like to do is actually start ourselves a little a starter base, if you will. Maybe do our first build, but I might actually spend most of my time just gathering materials to do that. I have a lot of... I thought I just made that all into iron nuggets when I saw that pop up there. That would have been embarrassing, but I think you can undo that. Anyway, I have a general theme, a general idea for the builds I'm going to do to begin here on the Mindcrack server. I typically do this where any world that I build in, I should say, I just approach it with a certain theme in mind, and I stick to that for as long as possible, for as many different projects as possible. That tends to be the thing that I enjoy doing the most. I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. On the Racecraft server, the big thing that I wanted to do there, and the main thing that I did, was a monument basically to Minecraft and the blocks within it, and the collection of every single block that you could possibly obtain in the game, and then I made, a stand for all of them. I don't think I ever actually ended up completing that, but that was the general theme. It was very Minecraft centric. This time around, or actually the next time that I built, was on the Farlander patron server. And at that time, it was a little bit more focused upon, well, let me think. I guess it was actually a little random, wasn't it? One of the things I was really into on that server was building within nature, building within mountains and stuff like that, using the geography to dictate how I built my buildings. So yeah, I guess that was my theme there. This time around, I'm going to go very construction-based. What I mean by that is almost kind of constructing my builds in the same way you would build your real-life building. Is that a stack? It's over a stack. We're good. So yeah, that's the general theme for this season, or this time of me building. I don't know what to call it. That's probably plenty of iron for now. Let's get out of here. Let's hope we can get out of here with all of our stuff. So last time I was talking a bit about the Twitch stuff and the plans to do with that stuff, and I kind of hinted that I have some kind of master plan in the works, and I've been really working towards a certain thing. Well, that's probably a little overly dramatic, to be honest, because, do I really want to get this iron? Not really, doesn't matter. I just have a general idea of something I would like to do, and that is to expand upon the Cone's Garage stuff that I've done on recent live streams. I haven't done it particularly spectacularly or anything remotely close to that. Hold on, let me make sure I'm actually recording. Yep, I am. Okay. I just sat here and I'm like, can I ever actually hit record? Apparently I did. And now everybody has to pee. Sorry. So yeah, I've been doing the Cone's Garage stuff, and I did it with very, very low tech. Just, the scraps of technology that I have, just to see if that stuff worked as a format. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that basically is just me working in a garage, on a car, in extremely bare bones and, I hate the term grassroots style of, wrenching. It's just something that I don't think anybody else has really offered, or if they have, I haven't really seen it. And I enjoyed the experiment, and others seem to enjoy it. This is the wrong way. Seem to enjoy the format. So what I would like to do from here is keep working very hard and keep, you know, focusing on the stuff that I do have the technology for and the stuff that I do have the ability to create at a level I'm happy with, which is, of course, this stuff and the main Twitch streams. And just keep working at building up the necessary supplies and stuff needed to do that in real life garage content. The big thing, the main goal that I have is to have a better situation for the place that I can do that from. My current situation, as far as where I live and my overall like living quarters and garage working quarters and stuff like that, it's real weird. I must say. I gotta ditch some stuff here with a hoe. I think I mentioned this on the first video. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It's not something that I bring up a lot, or at least I try not to. So this year, or late last year, but mostly this year, I've made the commitment to doing, you know, content creation. Anybody just get a bad taste in their mouth? They probably did. On a full-time basis. And part of that meant that my personal housing situation had to change. And really my current situation is basically, what's the word? There's a certain term for this. Hold on, I gotta think about it. I've thought of this word before, and I had it in my head, and it has just escaped me. Oh, it's raining. It's raining on the Mindcrack server. Memes! What is the word? Am I gonna have to okay Google this? I thought my phone would go off. It did. Well, now it's searching why everything that I'm saying, everything I'm saying currently, it is trying to search for. That should go well. Oh, I figured it out on my own. Aha! Suck it, Google. I don't need you. I can't wait to hear what it's trying to say to me right now. All I got was this. The only thing the phone picked up was this. Excellent, excellent. Shit, I forgot again. I forgot what the word was again. Gosh darn it. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. I'm a squatter. That's what it is. I'm a squatter in a house is how I would describe my current situation, basically. To try and... Where am I going? Where do I need to go? I gotta find that pillar. Oh, wait. Did I just see the beacon? The beacon would tell me which way to go. Tells everybody he's a squatter. Does not explain. Everybody confused. Look, I'm trying to find my way home. And I don't even have a home, as we've just discussed. No. There we go. There's the lava. I know where I am now. I have a friend in the area who basically his family had a house that was pretty much abandoned and in need of work to make it habitable and whatnot again. So in exchange for me trying to make the house habitable, because I do come from a bit of a construction background, I converted the attic space of the house into... Do I have my workbench to do? Into a living quarters / recording studio, mainly a recording studio. And I actually streamed a lot of that process, which was interesting. This was literally an unfinished attic space that was never meant to be habitable. It was not meant for this to be a room, but I saw it had enough empty area that I could do it. So I did it. But basically, that's still the situation I'm in. And it's not the best. It's certainly not the best. And it left me in a situation where, in order to do the car working stuff, it's very snowy up here. In order to do the car working stuff, I would need somewhere, a space to do that. So I actually rent a standalone garage. It's just like your normal 2-bay household garage. I actually rent that garage, and that is where I I basically store and work on either my project cars or, you know, cars that I would work on as a, you know, job for money. So that's the situation there. That's the thing I need to fix first and foremost. I gotta get a more stable situation, because basically the situation I'm in right now is of the order where at any moment I could be looking for somewhere to live, or I could be like out of that garage space and looking for somewhere to do that stuff. So solving those two problems within this year are definitely the two biggest priorities as I push through the year here. And the plan that I've come up with, or maybe not the plan, but the goal that I've come up with, is that I would like to basically find some kind of workplace or workspace, or build some kind of workplace or workspace that is mostly a garage, and then is also a living quarters. So I'm talking, you know, like a big metal building or something like that, or not big, but a metal building that's big enough for you know, a couple cars to fit in there, and maybe, you know, a simple lift and tools and stuff like that, and set that up as an actual usable studio to do Cone's Garage stuff, either in video and in live stream. So it would have, you know, internet access. It would have all the, you know, supplies and everything there that I could just stay there and be ready to be on camera at any time and stuff like that. That's my main goal there. That's a very lofty goal. That is an extremely lofty goal, but it's something that I would like to build towards. And basically, the situation would either be I would live, you know, if it happened to be somewhere with a house, sure, but the main way I could see that working is that there would be some kind of loft area built in, or some kind of area there where I would live basically on site of a studio. And I really started hunting for something like that. Learn how to chest, Cone. I need to make another furnace. Hold on. Let me pause this thought process for a moment, and maybe my brain will process better, because I need to discuss what I'm going to do here. Alright, I'm going to smelt some cobble into stone. I could just walk over to Good Jasano's, or Jasano, whatever, to their farm. I'm sure they have plenty of stone over there, but I get my own supplies. I'm gonna do some of that, and we're gonna start our basic home shelter, which is gonna be a trailer. I'm about to try and build myself a mobile home in the way that you would build a mobile home. Yep, I'm that kind of person. Alright, so let me light this up a bit. I'm actually gonna run down to the farm and sleep, I think. I just don't want a bunch of stuff spawned around here. It's gonna be a little bit of a risky run. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just block it off. I guess I turned the rain way down at some point. Probably during that UHC. Okay, that was a squid. Everything's fine. Run, run. Hi, Creeper. How are you? Run, run, run. What is today? Today is Wednesday? So they may have been on here yesterday. Did they do anything? I see everything's replanted. And everything's grass. Was everything already grass? I feel like it went deeper. Maybe it went deeper. Or maybe they haven't been on at all. I don't know. Good's been really sick. He had strep throat. Really, I think probably screwed up his schedule. Strep throat sucks. Alright. Sleep. 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 Get rid of the rain, too. Hello, zombies. This field's really dangerous. Good, what the hell happened? Weren't you Mr. Light Up Everything? What happened to you? leaving your areas all dangerous and whatnot. Eventually I'll make a path connecting their area to this. But let me get the basics started. So back on to what I was talking about. What I really hunted for was available commercial warehouse places that were small. I'm talking like, you know, something 20 by 30 max, something of that size. Certainly nothing huge or, you know, more than I would ever need. That stuff, really, really hard to find, especially in this area. And if you do find it, tends to not be in the greatest of areas or parts of towns. I think I'm gonna do this right here. So first we need our cinder blocks. Oh, I shouldn't do stone. Well, that's wasted now. I should do stone bricks. Yeah, that looks more like a cinder block. Yeah, that stuff is way more expensive than I thought it would be. It's like in the neighborhood of $2 a square foot per month, and yeah, that's out of the budget. And the other problem is they generally frown upon people living in places like that, which is a factor that I, for whatever reason, didn't consider. I don't know why exactly I didn't consider that, because that seems pretty obvious, but I didn't. Let's dig up this coal. Free levels and coal. So that kind of went out the window. So I started looking into, you know, if you could build your own metal structure or get your own metal structure built, and if that would be something that would be, you know, feasible, if that's something you could reasonably do. And it does seem like it's a quasi-reasonable goal, that part of it. The problem is real estate and land prices are absolutely insane at the moment, for reasons I can't quite figure out. It's just it's just really, really crazy. I live in the North Florida area, an area that previously, like I've been here for 26 years. Nobody wanted to live here. This was not a place people wanted to be. I have nothing to fill this with. Should I fill it with dirt again? I threw away all my ites. Actually, I could just go right over it. Yeah, let's just go right over it. So yeah, I didn't think about this place as being somewhere where people ever wanted to live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shoot. I can move it one. And short interruption thanks to roommates that can't figure out how to be quiet. Anyway, let's see here. I was counting the blocks. Did I move the blocks? I think I moved the blocks. So it's 16 now. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. All good. All good. All right. And this one here. So yeah, I was saying how in this area, it seemed like for the longest time, nobody ever wanted to actually live here. This was not a place people came to live. This is where people came to be because they had to be here, not because they wanted to be here. Well, I guess in the last 20 years or so, things have changed because without going into too many details of past things, but I was in a place where I was considering buying a house, and actually I got very far into buying a house about 5 or 6 years ago, kind of right before I started the whole YouTube thing, and there was a plethora of very interesting things that happened in that era, but it was like 1,000 square foot house. No, it was 1,300 house. 1,300 square foot house on about 1/4 of an acre. Now, it had a decent yard, but nothing big. just a nice, quaint, you know, modern or semi-modern subdivision house. And that house was selling. This was oh, hi baby chicken. This was kind of right at the crux of the real estate, you know, crash and everything was just starting to get back on solid ground. But that house, I was signed a contract for like I think it was $38,000. And to me, at the time, that was still a lot of money to live here, because like I said, just didn't seem like many people wanted to be here. I could have very easily bought, you know, an acre of land anywhere around here for probably 15 to 20,000. And at the time, that was doable. I was working pretty much full time, and although I was just a retail slumlord, I was making enough money that I could do that, and you know, and be in a position to you know, still put food in my face. Well, fast forward to now, that same house is currently on the market for $115,000. So things have gotten crazy. I'm sure everywhere, but definitely around here. So unfortunately, no, I don't want you to place like that. Do I have any wool? I have 8 string. I want to make a bow though. That's only 2 wool anyway. All right, I'll walk back down there, I guess. But yeah, the market being as crazy as it is right now, an absolute seller's market, not a buyer's market, really kind of forces my hand into not being in a good situation there to try and make an endeavor like that, to try and shoot. That's a lot of skeletons. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. He shot me. You gold pants fool. Nobody care about your gold pants. So now I'm kind of in a pickle, because I really want to try and push towards that stuff. I really want to be out on my own. It's been literally... Actually, no. I have never once lived somewhere completely on my own. I've always had roommates. Sometimes many, sometimes just one. Or, you know, sometimes just me and another person. You know what I'm saying. You know, that's just... It's wearing on me for sure, and I've talked about that a lot on the Code on the Road stuff and in my, you know, War of Vloggy series. And it did wear on me, and it has, but now I actually feel like I have a reason, a goal. Can we have a wolf? Can we have a wolf? Sorry, distractions. Where'd you go? Friend? Friend, where did you go? Come here, friend. Ah, you came to the trailer. And you're not our friend. Do I have any more? Where did my chests go? Oh, they're way up there? Why would I do that if I'm building down here? Moron. I guess there is some skeleton residue over there. No. Well, hopefully he sticks around. Maybe eventually he'll be our friend. But yeah, now... Especially now doing, you know, this kind of stuff full time, I really, really have the itch to just have my own place, have the freedom to be recording whenever I want, to be streaming whenever I want, and always feeling comfortable. Because try as I might, I still to this day do not feel completely comfortable recording or streaming in an environment where there's other people. Even though I know the people, and I know they don't care, and I know they are probably not listening, it still bothers me. It's gonna be our framework. It's gonna be the floor. It's a little tall. Everything you build in Minecraft ends up being a little tall. Let's do it that way, and then... Will you place this way? No. We can do it that way. Do I have enough? Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. We'll go lumberjacking some more. Boop, boop. Just a few short. Okay, that's fine. There's no deadlines on this stuff. It's just gonna be like, hey, today I want to build something. Or today I want to go caving. Or gather materials. Whatever. I guess I should be getting saplings when I'm chopping down trees. Before I completely deforest this area. Where was I? Where was I in this grand topic of mine? I guess that was kind of it, is why I'm working towards that Twitch stuff and why it seems like I'm very interested in that, is because I want to do that stuff. And I guess I didn't really discuss why. The why is because I grew up watching, you know, all of the old school car repair shows, like, you know, your Shade Tree Mechanics and your real basic car repair shows, and they all always follow a very particular format, and they all always tend to, over the course of time, no matter how hard they try or what their goal is, they always end up becoming victims of advertising-based plots. So with any kind of car repair show, car modification show, or whatever you have, at the end of the day, you need money to make that happen. And the most common way that you make money in that kind of industry is through advertising. Unfortunately, the general status quo of that is that you make that money by, you know, parts companies or whatnot paying to either have their product featured or reviewed or used on the show. And that tends to... That's not how you do this, Gum. That tends to, of course... Actually, it's not used on. Kind of shape the way the show runs and the way things work and the kind of projects they do, the kind of parts they use, and over time, as it goes, it just gets more and more irrelevant to the average person. Or the person watching the show, even. And I realize that format works, and obviously it's worked for as long as I've been alive, and I'm sure before that. Advertising-based car shows are the bread and butter. But I don't think it always has to be that way. And I feel like the Twitch format is something that could help me approach that format without having to do that. It's not about selling out. It's not about, like, the pride of the matter. I think it would just be interesting. Okay, that's not what I wanted. If I could, at least for a time, at least for an era, try and be that person or that role, or make that kind of program or show or whatever you want that I always kind of craved for. And I just kind of by accident have found that I think Twitch is a good place to try and do that. I'll never get this block ever again. That slab is just gone to me now. You're dead to me, slab. Okay, I can make more. Why don't I bring these two down here instead of climbing this hill every time? That would be smart. Actually, how much time have we had? I think it's probably time to call it for the day. I certainly exhausted myself yesterday doing the 100% Formula 1 race. I was not prepared to do another one of those, that's for sure. And unfortunately, it even made me cancel one of my streams to try and do that, and I ended up kind of messing up Brian and Co's Wreckfest night a little bit because of it, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Make sure you watch that. I won't say anything else about it. I mean, I say it was worth it, but I had no choice. Like, it was worth it regardless, because it was what I had to do. Alright, we'll finish the floor, and that's the basis of our future mobile home. that's probably not so mobile as they so often are. And yeah, I'll sign out for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.